Yo, it's me, Kinghuman, and I want to talk about this. This is a micro business that I made many years ago, and I think it might be able to help some of you coconuts out there. I think I'm 99% sure this is still viable business to some level. Here's the deal. What is it, Kinghuman? Will you quit talking? Because I can't stand to hear you. Just get to the meat and potatoes. All right. This is a disc of a bunch of royalty-free assets that people can use in their desktop publishing, in their videos, in their photography, in their web creation, what have you. Now, these are all 3D computer-generated assets that I got from Daz, the company that's on my screen behind me. What Daz does is they make these models that you buy, and you pose them, you assemble them, and then you render them. And once you render them in your configuration, it kind of becomes your own creation. Now, like I said, I put together a whole collection of these, a whole shitload of these assets, and I used to sell this on eBay. I don't know how much I sold the collection for. It might have been between 10 and 20 bucks. I don't know. Today, you might have to sell it for less. When I did this, it made me a couple hundred extra bucks a month. Didn't light the world on fire, but a couple of hundred extra bucks a month, that's a car payment. It's like, put this thing together and you get a free car. Like my grandfather used to say, watch your pennies and the dollars will take care of themselves. So little micro businesses like this, you put together one, put together 10, you put together 20, pretty soon it's serious money. Now, back to the subject. Kinghuman, quit digressing. I'm trying, but I got a lot of different voices in my head, and they're all talking to each other at the same time. Ah, it's tedious to be me. Anyway, Daz, 3D modeling, I contacted them, and I said, hey, if I buy those models, and I pose them and I render them, am I legally able to resell that collection as a royalty-free collection that people can use personally, professionally, what have you? They wrote me back and said, absolutely. That's what we're in business to do. Supply you with these 3D assets so that you can create products that you can sell. So I said, cool, I'm in it to win it. I hired somebody to render a bunch of these things. I got girls, I got lingerie models, I got backgrounds, I've got inanimate objects, I've got animals, I've got a collection of crap on here. And, you know, personally, I couldn't sit there and pose every little thing. It was driving me crazy. So I just hired somebody to do it. Cost me a few bucks. Boom, I was done. And I had a sellable product. Now, I burned it onto an interactive disc with an intro and menus and all that stuff and links to my other businesses at the time. Remember, this was many years ago when I was hungry for dough. So, I had links to my website creation business where I would build people websites and my logo creation business where I would make people logos. Again, that stuff is addressed in my previous videos, those little businesses, and they made me dough too. So everything ties together. Now go to Daz and contact them and say, hey, look, am I able to resell these once I render them and pose them for myself? Just like I did. Go and get their permission, because I'm not sure if things are the same as they were when I did this. So make sure you're on good legal footing. I can't give you legal advice, so get it right from the horse's mouth. They told me at the time, many years ago, that these were called tubes, and you can resell tubes up the wazoo, as many as you can. Go check out their art gallery. I mean, people are doing fantastic 3D art with this stuff, and you could even create art in a poster, print it up, have a limited edition, sign them, number them, you know, whatever. there's a lot of different ways to make money with this stuff other than just what I did, which was put together a collection of assets and resell them. Fiverr. Check out, I mean, you could put a gig on Fiverr. I will render 5 3D assets for your website. They're already made. You just have to email them to the person. $5, you sell 1,000 of them, that's $5,000 you didn't have. I will try to type up a quick little mini ebook for you that will explain all this stuff in detail, because I could go on forever about this, and I don't have that much time. You guys get bored watching my videos. So go to my website, kinghuman.com. In the download page, find the 3D modeling ebook and download it, and I'll give you more details about how to make dough with this stuff. You got eBay, you got Fiverr. There are a bunch of different forums you can sell this on. Webmaster forums, come on. If you market this, you can do it. And you can do what I did. You can hire some schmuck to put them all together, and it probably won't cost you that much money. The money's going to come from buying the models from Daz. But it's a one-time investment. I think it cost me, I joined their Daz Platinum Club, and I got the models at a discount. I bought a whole bunch of them. It probably cost me a couple $100 to get all the assets I wanted. But I made that back in the first month. And then after that, it was just like printing money. I had a DVD copier, and I put the master in, and boom, it kicked out 7 copies, and I would ship those out. Don't ask me how much I sold this stuff for on eBay. I don't remember. It was a long time ago, and today's market prices might be different. So if you want to see what I did here, you can ask for a free copy of this disc. But only ask me to send it to you if you're serious about following through on this. That means you've done your research ahead of time. You've contacted Daz. They gave you the green light to resell the assets after you've posed them. You've looked into how much your cost is going to be. You've checked every base, and it looks like something you really want to do. Because I don't want to send a shitload of these things out to people that are just tire kickers. You got to be serious. And you got to have a PayPal account, because if you don't, how are you going to get paid when you try to sell this stuff? You got to have an eBay account. You got to have a PayPal account to ask for this, because I don't want people getting this and then contacting me and saying, but I can't sell on eBay because I'm not old enough to have an eBay account. Solve those problems before you ask. It costs me money to send this shit out. Postage, my time, I gotta... Okay, don't bug me. You're gonna give me a thrombo. The voices are starting to crosstalk in my head again. I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyway, Kinghuman.com. Look for the free ebook about how to make money with this 3D asset stuff. And it's on my download page. Also, go down there and read the description. I'll probably have a link to their website, the Daz website. Their software is free. They give you the software for free. And I think they give you maybe 2 basic models to play with to see how the stuff works. But then once you start ordering the models, that's when it gets into money. But there you go. Good little micro business. It made me money, so I know that it worked back then. I think it'll probably still work for you guys. Check into it. And remember, if a suggestion I give you makes you some dough, you's got to send some to charity. St. Jude's Research Hospital for Kids is always good. Any charity that helps kids gets my maximum respect. Booyakasha! Bayanara! Safe. Okay, that was just way corny.